Hey everybody, Tom Reitz here with a real quick Juno G multi-track recording tutorial. I got this keyboard about 4 or 5 months ago now and I have nothing but good to say about it. It's awesome. And I thought I'd throw together a real quick kind of how-to from start to finish, do like a short hip-hop loop that you can do on the MIDI sequencing feature. So when you first boot up the keyboard, you get just the patch mode screen over here. And if you look on the screen, if I can get it to focus, you've got just the regular piano setup. What you want to do to record a multi-track song is go to the Perform button right here and you hit that. And when you do that, you see now you have these multiple parts here. And to actually edit them and start setting up your song, what you want to do is go to the Song button and you hit that. Now it shows you all of the voices that you've got set up for this loop that you're going to be doing. I actually preset a lot of the voices, or as they're called, patches that I'm going to be using. But you know, you can edit them by just so say you want to edit this PeakArpSine patch. While you over here, you hit Enter, and that brings up the patch selection window here, and you know you can scroll through and whatever, but I'm going to leave that there. So what I'm first going to do is I'm going to go through and clear the song because I've got a pre-recorded song here that I don't want to record over. What I'm going to do instead is you can hit Shift over here, and then there's this utility button on the corner here, and that brings up this utility menu, and you hit Song Clear, and that'll clear everything, not only your MIDI tracks but your audio tracks too. So I'm going to hit that right there and exec to actually do it. Okay, so now I've got all my voices still, but the song itself is clear and I can start recording. So now what I do to record is you go over here and you hit the record button, and that brings up the click track that you can probably hear. And also you can set the count in and stuff like that. So I'm going to do a 1 measure count in. So that's what it's going to sound like. So record, start, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now I hit stop, and there's my first track. And if you want to listen to it again, what you can do is you hit these 2 buttons over here and see it says top. Well, that will take you to the top of the song. You hit play, and there it is. So next thing I want to do is put in some bass, because I think that'll make it sound pretty cool. Take it down an octave for bass. So I just switched to the bass track here. That's what it's going to sound like. So I think I'm ready to hit record again. Okay, so I'm going to hit record. I got the count in again. I'm going to do this with my other hand. Hit start. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's my bass track. Hit stop. I'm going to go back to the top again. And so there's the bass track. Next, I'm going to need to do some drums, and I think I actually need 2 hands for this, so I'm going to put the camera down. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but here's what I'm going to try. See if that. So that's my drum kit, and what I'm actually going to do is just play this through one time so you can hear what I'm going to be doing in the way of drums. So here it goes, play. So that's how the drum's going to go. So I'm going to actually hit record now and record that with a count in of one measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that should be done. So the next thing what I want to do is I'm going to be recording a string track, just a simple syncopated scale going up. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. The only other thing that I really want to add is a bit of scratching, just so that it sounds pretty cool. Let's see, where's my scratch? There it is. That's the one I'm going to use. And it's only going to go at the very end, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start recording from the second half of this loop that I'm doing. Hit record, 2, 3, 4, 1. And that's all there is. Simple scratch noise. So that's, I think, pretty much the whole thing that I was going to do. And now the cool thing is that when you're, you can just loop this. The way to set up looping is you go over here and before you hit play, you want to hit the loop button. And that brings up this loop window, and you can set up, I don't know if you can see that very well, but you can set up the start measure and beat and the end measure and beat. So what I'm going to go do is set the end measure and beat to be the end of my clip that I've recorded, which I believe is 9. Close, and now if you see the loop is red. So if I hit play, it's going to go through, and then when we get to measure 8, it finishes that. It should go back to the measure 1 seamlessly. See if that works. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Alright, so that's how you do looping. And then the only other thing I would say is, if you want to say have an intro and you're playing this live or whatever, what you can do is use these play or mute toggles. I'm just turning the switch to toggle to turn some of the sounds off. So I'm going to turn the lead and the drums off. And now if you hit play,